5 lucid dreaming mistakes that beginners often make. Hey guys, welcome back to Tipharot. It's me Matt here, and today I'm giving you guys 5 different lucid dreaming mistakes that beginners often make. So hopefully you guys will listen to these mistakes and not make them yourselves. Number 1, not doing reality checks properly. When you learn to do reality checks, you often have this idea that you're just practicing them so that eventually that carries over into the dream state. But the thing is, when you're actually in a dream and you go ahead and do a reality check, you're going to think that you're awake at the time. So if you go ahead and just practice during the day and think that you're just practicing, you're not actually checking if you're really awake or not, then you're going to do the same thing in a dream. So you're going to be in a dream, you're going to go, okay, I'm just going to practice my reality check. You're going to, poke your finger and it's going to go right through your palm. You're not even going to notice because you're not paying attention, you're just practicing. You're aware that you're awake, or at least so you think, and so you don't bother really checking it thoroughly, and so you don't realise that you're dreaming. So my advice for you here is make sure that you do reality checks extremely carefully and take it seriously every time. Realise that you could be dreaming right now. Number 2, getting too anxious over the process. It's really exciting, this idea of being able to have lucid dreams, but if you've never had one before, you have to realise that excitement is actually going to make it a little bit harder for you at times if you're overthinking it and getting over anxious. Now, it's good to be excited about lucid dreaming, but you also don't want it to take up all of your thoughts all the time. You don't want to feel bad when it's not working, if you're not having any luck. You don't want to get frustrated with the process. You don't want to find yourself not getting any sleep because you're stuck in bed, trying to lucid dream. So you need to just, accept that it's going to take a different length of time for every different person to lucid dream. It might be very, very quick for you, or it could take a long time. So, be prepared for that. Don't get too anxious over it, and just accept that it's going to take some time, and work on your skills in the meantime, because you can work on things like dream recall. You can actually meditate, which is going to mean that when you do get lucid, your lucid dreams are going to be longer and more clear, and so on. There are a lot of things that you can work on while you're not yet lucid dreaming, so don't get too anxious or stressed if you're not having any luck. Number 3, not getting into REM for the methods that require it. A lot of lucid dreaming methods require you to be in REM before you actually perform the method. You do need to be in REM to lucid dream. Some methods don't require you to actually be in REM when performing the method, like say reality checks, because the idea is you perform them while you're awake and you end up performing them in your dreams as well, and so you're just already in a dream and you don't realise that you're in REM or any of that. You just do the reality check and find out you're dreaming. But other methods, like say wild, require you to be in REM sleep first. So you need to sleep a certain amount of time to get in REM, or you need to do it during an afternoon nap, or when you're sleep deprived, or whatever it is that you need to do to get yourself in REM. You have to do something to get yourself there. If you try the method without doing that, then you are not going to have any success, and you're going to be trying for weeks, months on end, wondering why it's not working. Why does lucid dreaming not work for me? When in actual fact you're just not in the right stage of sleep for it to happen. So make sure that you're in REM when performing any of these techniques. Mistake number 4, trying to do too much at once. Your first lucid dreams could be long and exciting and full of adventure, but chances are for most of you they're going to be like my first lucid dreams were. My first lucid dreams were painfully short. I'm talking a few seconds, maybe at the longest say 30 seconds or a minute. So you have to realise that you're probably going to be limited on time. So if your plan is, to go to space and build a colony on a different planet, you might not have time to do that. And also by trying to do that when you're, not really used to lucid dreaming yet and not familiar with the state, you're just going to result in those dreams ending even faster, and so you're not going to get anything done. So take it slowly. During your first lucid dreams, try to do easy things. Try to just explore and see what's going on. Try basic dream control things like spawning an item or controlling a dream character. Ease yourself in one step at a time and try to have, say, one goal for each lucid dreaming session. Then, as you get more experienced, you can be more experimental. You can actually have multiple goals. You can try things that are difficult and take a long time. But when you get started, start off easy. Mistake number 5, not spending enough time thinking about lucid dreaming. Now, I don't suggest thinking about lucid dreaming all day, every day. You've got other things to do in your life. It shouldn't be your number one priority. It's not my number one priority, even though, I run this channel and so on. It's, a small priority down there. It's something I do for fun. It's something I do to, grow as a person. But it's not something that's massively important to me. And, that's the way it is. But you should still, if you're trying to lucid dream more often, think about lucid dreaming more often. Read about lucid dreaming more often, talk about lucid dreaming more often. The more it's in your mind, the more likely you are to be thinking about it in your dreams as well, which means more of a chance of getting lucid. It was always those times in my life when I was most fascinated by lucid dreaming, when I was watching all the videos about it, reading all the books about it, reading all the forum posts about it, talking to everyone about it, telling people about my experiences. It was those times when I had the most lucid dreams ever, because it was so much a part of my subconscious at that time that it occupied all of my thoughts both in waking life and during my dreams, and so I just got lucid all of the time. Contrast that to other times where, I've got other things to think about, I've got other worries, and I just don't have time to think about lucid dreaming. During those times, I often have virtually no lucid dreams, even if I'm doing methods, just because lucid dreaming doesn't occupy much of my thoughts. So, the methods have a chance of working, but nowhere near as high as they do when it's, a big part of what's going on in your mind. So, my advice there, if you want more lucid dreams, spend more time thinking about lucid dreaming. Anyway, these have been 5 mistakes that beginners often make with regards to lucid dreaming. I hope you found this video helpful, and I hope you won't make some of the same mistakes that I did. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to subscribe down there for more lucid dreaming videos that come out regularly. And if you want to support the channel and ensure that I can keep putting out these awesome videos for you guys, then go down and check out my Patreon page. There's more information there about what you get in return. Thank you guys for watching. Now, if you do want to keep watching, I've got 2 videos on screen. Pick your favourite, go watch that, and I'll see you soon. Take care.